Wow. That was a good hit. Figures I was eating my Cliff Bar. Yeah, I would assume he hooked up with how hard he hit it, but yeah, he's on there. Morning, folks. Another he popped off. I'm gonna give him a minute, see if he comes back for it. Who's on there? Yeah. Ate another piece of my breakfast bar, but I think it's decent fish. But Memorial Day weekend, I was out yesterday, didn't really do any good. I don't know if I'll make a separate video for it or maybe show those fish with at the end of this one. See how I do today. But I fished the lower end of the lake. It didn't really do any good. Did catch one good fish. This one isn't a bad one. A big old bluegill head. There we go. Looks like he's about 6 pounds or so. Male. They should be getting ready to spawn here soon, although the water temp's kind of cold. It's like 60 degrees this morning, the surface temperature anyway. But I got fresh bluegill again for bait. And like I said, I started at the bait shop here, started dragging, and I'm heading up towards Big Island, so we'll get baited back up here and see what happens. I don't know whether it'll show up on the audio or not. My wife always says, I always say when I'm here by myself, like I'm some lonely guy whose family neglects him, but the boat that just went past, they were talking about the way I was fishing, and the one guy said that I was here last week, but I had somebody else with me, so this week he's here all by himself. So just thought I'd point it out, dear, that that people are noticing that you're not here. I didn't realize, I think I had a fish on. Ah, he come off. Or no, he's swimming towards me. He's swimming towards me. There he is. But I was filming that funny about my wife. Turn around after I turned the camera off and saw this pulp going crazy. I don't know how good a fish. Nah, a small one. At least fish seems to be biting better this morning. Better than yesterday. That one was on a body chunk. The other two have head pieces. Nice fish. Not real big, but hopefully they start getting bigger here. I don't know if he hooked up. That's on a really big head piece. Big old bluegill head. Yeah, I think he's on there. I don't know how big he is. If he's just swimming towards me. Yeah, he's putting up a little bit of a fight now. This shallow water, sometimes they kind of take off. They come towards you. Good and bad, gets them in quick, but now to see. Do some passing around there instead of having to take the rods up over. Yeah, about like the last one. At least the bite's improved from yesterday. There he is. There he goes. I gotta quit splashing them back in there like that. I guess that one didn't get the camera, fortunately. I'm gonna put that head back out. Nothing like a big old headpiece. Big old bluegill heads, boy, them catfish love them. Probably my favorite bait because they stay on the hook well too. I like shad a lot, but shad's kind of, it comes off kind of easy. The head pieces aren't bad, but the body sections are bad. Bluegill stays on nice, so. All right, quit talking here and see if we can get another one. Stay tuned.
I wasn't going to do any guide trips this
Ooh. Oh, wow. That's a good hit. That's a real good hit. I'm gonna let that one go back. Come on, stay hooked up. They can take the planer board back like that and bury it. That usually means that's a good fish. Darn sun's getting bright. Guess I do have my sunglasses on my head. Put them on. But I've just been making my way along here. Kind of funny, yesterday bite was terrible. I've been at it for not even an hour, 45 minutes. I think this is the fourth fish. So funny how things can change very quickly for you in a day. I remember a few years ago, me and my daughter and her friend went, ooh, come on, let me get the planer board off and I'll get you in. And I think we caught 30-some fish one morning. And then the next morning, the bite was just absolutely terrible. Same place, same weather and everything. Oh, now he's swimming towards me. He's a good fish. He's not as good as I thought he was, though. I thought he was a little better than that, although he is fat. He's hooked good, solid. There we go. See what he is on this scale. Looks like he's about 11. That's not a bad fish. Ooh. Come on. Simmer. He's fat, he's feeding up. Like I said, it should be getting close to the spawn here, so they start feeding up pretty good. Like I said, I started down there at the bait shop. I'm just making my way along up to the big island, I would say. Oh, got another one. I'm probably about halfway in between. Ugh. Making my way along here. Like I said, bite's definitely picked up from yesterday. But you never know. He just come off. Or no, he's still there. He just took off. Come on, stay out of that motor. There you go. Only got one rod left in the water now. This is a female. At least that's what they say. There we go. Another pretty fish. Not as big as the last one. There she goes. I gotta get some baits in the water here. Oh, oh my. That thing pulling some drag. Wow. Although this is a purple Mad Catch reel, it doesn't have the drag power of these pen squalls, but still it's got 15 pounds of drag. And it was, it's pretty well tightened all the way down. Still making my way along. I haven't gone very far from those last fish that I caught. Funny thing is, when you look at the fish finder, there's nothing to really see on the fish finder, but that's kind of typical when you're fishing shallow water. A lot of times you don't see much. I think the trolling motor a lot of times causes those fish to move out of the way, because like my transducer's there at the back end of the boat. So I think when the trolling motor passes over, those fish kind of move off to the side. Because if I drag, like the rod dragging straight behind, I always let it go way back. Because if not, if you leave it right behind the boat, you won't catch very many fish. You'll catch a lot more if it's back a ways. That's a pretty good fish. Actually a little bigger than I thought he was after I seen him. Easy. Wow, that thing. There he is. He put up a good fight. Big old male. There he goes. I got a lot of bait today, so I'm going to put a fresh piece on. That head piece was beat up pretty good. I could have rehooked it through like the body of the head, but like I said, I got plenty of bait and I'm not going to be out tomorrow, so I want to go through it. Ooh. Got another one on. I want to get this one back out. Hopefully he didn't come off. Nah, I think he's still on there. I can tell it's not. Rods kind of have a bounce to them when they are dragging along the bottom. That one doesn't have that because fish is swimming towards me, more than likely. Yep. Doubled up again. Now he's swimming towards me again. I gotta try to keep him out of that other line. Gonna have a mess. Oh boy. You son of a gun. He's probably making a mess of everything now. Yep. Shoot. Those darn things too, they start rolling. I guess that's what I get. Ooh, my. Nice fish. Female, I would guess, from what they say. She's definitely fat. She's been feeding good. See how bad this mess is. There we go. Oh, oh my. I'm trouble getting that one out of the rod holder. I made the turn here. Action's been slow for a while. I didn't catch anything, so I made the turn, start going back down where I caught all those fish. Ooh. I think this might be a decent fish. A little better here once I get him up towards the boat here. He's staying down pretty good. That's usually a good sign. Ooh. Pulling pretty good. Big old dark male. But yeah, I don't know, the bite's really gone cold, which isn't all that untypical. Yeah, he ain't coming unhooked. He hooked right through that lower jaw. Man, saddle. Ugh. Big old head on him. Channel cats are always kind of surprising. They have such a wide range of colors to them. That one's actually pulling the scale down. I think about 10 pounds. I don't know how accurate this scale is, but big old head, big old noggin on him. But some of them are real light, and then you get some that are real dark. There he goes. But hopefully, I figure pull back down where we caught all those fish. Hopefully things start picking back up again. He hooked up. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, he's hooked up, I think. Had a hit on this rod probably about 10 minutes ago. Messed with it, never. I know he's still on there. It didn't hook up. Every once in a while I've seen it messed with. I don't know if this is the same fish or not. Come on, stay over this way. He's gonna get another line. I think he stayed out of it. Really wanting to go to the left for some reason. I don't think this is a big fish, but we'll see when we get him up here. He took it down pretty good though. Sometimes they can pull you one way or the other. Yeah, he's not real big. Not bad though. There he is. Another male. There we go. He hooked up. Yeah, he's hooked up. Getting back down towards the boat ramp here. Actually just bumped my speed up. Bite slowed down. I'm going to try to cover a little more ground. So I've been dragging at 0.5. I moved it up to 0.7. Try to cover a little more ground. Try to find some fish that are feeding. That one's feisty anyway. Easy. You're gonna end up impaling me and I'm gonna be pissed. There he is. Pretty fish. Ooh, there he goes. Alright folks. Things really slowed up here today. I had a great morning. Bite was on fire there for a while. That first hour and a half or so was really good, but then it's really slowed down. So, but did catch a couple nice fish. Still haven't caught that big monster yet. Been waiting for that big, like 17 pound, 15 or 17 pound fish, and just haven't ran into one yet. But we'll keep trying. So Anyway, I'm going to wrap things up here and I'll catch you next time.